All right, YouTubers, here we are. We're going to be installing the entertainment screen today into the Toyota RAV4. Just give you a quick example. There's the factory screen, boring display and how small it is. This is going to be the screen that we're going to be installing today. Just want to show you that it's exact same dimensions, but a much larger screen is going to be utilized. But anyways, and that's just the basic, not that colorful display. Anyways, we'll be diving right in here in just a second. All right, looks like first step is we need to remove this old radio. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key off. That way it turns the power off to it. With the new radio, it comes with these old plastic pry tools. We'll start with this one. What we're trying to do is we're going to remove this plastic cover. Hopefully you guys can see it. So we just want to pry up on that. Hopefully you guys can see fine. Started there. All right, we're going to take that piece. We're going to be using that in the end. Set that aside. Now hopefully you guys can see, I think there's just 4 of these 10mm bolts. Oops. So I think the only tool we're going to need is just a ratchet with a 10mm. At this point, just kind of wiggle the whole system. There's a couple of these plastic tabs that are just holding it in, that's why I wiggled it. Now we want to unplug all of these wiring harnesses. And by doing so, I'll be pushing the center of this. Wiggle a little bit. Push the center of this one. Wiggle a little bit. Center of this one. Wiggle it. And so forth. To remove all these wiring harnesses. Hopefully you guys can see. And at that point, here is the original radio. From this point, I believe we're just going to get a little screwdriver. We're going to take out these 4 screws. Hopefully you guys can see them. Actually, looking at it, I think there might be 6 screws. Looks like one down here, 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 and here. Just want to use a small Phillips screwdriver. All right, we're going to take these little red plastic pieces. They just snap onto this here. That's what's going to allow the bezel to snap onto this piece. Then you're just going to take your wiring harness. It's pretty simple. Stuff can only plug in one place. Obviously this larger one goes there. This one's here. Your antenna's there. So when you're done, looks like the important ones are going to be these 3 plus this one here for the antenna. This is mainly for if you have an aftermarket amplifier, or if you want to run other screens like headrest monitors, or if you had some other auxiliary video input you'd run into, I don't know, maybe like a video game system. I don't know what you'd want to be plugging into it. This looks like a camera, out, auxiliary left and right. Same. Oh, so I see what you're saying. Same thing if you wanted to plug like an old Nintendo or video game system there, like the old just red, yellow, white RCA cables. From here, we're just going to pick this up, flip it around, and start plugging some of these harnesses in. Okay, at this point, here's all your factory wiring coming out of your car. According to the instructions here, this little paperwork, sorry, it breaks all these harnesses down for us, and it shows which ones we're going to use and which one we're not going to use. Here it shows, this is a picture of your factory radio. When you unplug these, you're not going to be using the blue and the gray plug. So you're just going to set those aside. Also, when you look at this big one here, there's an X on this far right plug. So we're not going to be using this plug. So you can just tuck these aside. But the rest of these plugs looks like they're going to be used. So that's why I have these major plugs here. This is the connection of CAN bus. So all the major plugs. So you're going to plug those into these harnesses. These harnesses then go plug in here. This larger one goes right there. I'm using this smaller one right there. This is your radio antenna. And then you take, this is a built-in fan I like that this company uses a fan. So you just use this little harness, plugs in this red and black, plugs right here, this pink and black, on this main plug here. So it gets power to the fan. Then at this point, we're just going to pick this all up, tuck that back there for now. Oops, I have it upside down, I'm sorry. Okay. And we're going to test this out and see if this works. Okay. Here's the wireless. I gotta turn off the music for... Let's get back to the main menu here. Okay. So first off, let's check out the radio. Okay, we got music. Quick way to go through the channels. Here we go. Okay, just making sure. It's like a speedometer. Right now it's set to kilometers, so to change that to miles per hour. Speed, Bluetooth music. It's the radio. Here's all the factory apps. Let's see here. So I didn't have to learn any of these buttons. It already knows what the buttons do. So if I hit mode, goes to radio. Then it goes into, looks like Bluetooth. Oh, here's if you want to play music off like a Fire Stick, or off like a little USB stick. Here's music. Here I can probably, hopefully this isn't copyrighted. Oh, I see what it's doing. Well, there you can see the quality of the screen. Alright, you guys get the idea of that. Oops, I was going through the modes here, I'm sorry. But anyways, okay, if I hit the telephone button, okay, so it pulls up. Oops. Obviously that works. Sorry. Anyways, from here, I need to finish doing the install, covering all this up. Give me a few minutes, and that's the basic install of the actual system. And thanks for watching my channel, guys.